Hey, here are 5 stupid things I've noticed since last time. Congressional Republicans try to fuck up negotiations with Iran. Perhaps inspired by the recent visit of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, 47 Republican senators, led by Senator Tom Cotton of Arkansas, signed an open letter to the leaders of Iran informing them that any agreement they might reach with the U.S. on limiting their nuclear program would be worthless without congressional approval. Perhaps before presuming to instruct the Iranians on the finer points of American constitutional government, Cotton and his colleagues might have done a bit of studying themselves. Then they might have found that both traditionally and constitutionally, it is the Senate's role to choose whether or not to ratify treaties, not to attempt to hijack, meddle in, and generally fuck up ongoing negotiations. Chiropractors oppose pro-vaccine legislation. The California Chiropractic Association is lobbying against a bill currently being considered in the California state legislature that would remove personal belief exemptions from childhood vaccinations, essentially aligning itself with the anti-vax movement. Or, as I said to myself when I first read this story, hey look, those people who are full of shit are siding with those other people who are also full of shit. Judge's son blames liberal media and crooked police for drug arrest. Caleb Moore was arrested on drug charges earlier this month. He's the son of Roy Moore, the Chief Justice of the Alabama State Supreme Court, and the living, breathing best argument ever against elected judges. Caleb blamed this, his third drug-related arrest since 2011, on the media, crooked police, and those who want to bring his father down and destroy his family. It's nice to see Caleb taking responsibility and confronting his problems head on. Roy Moore, for his part, has declined to comment on this matter, calling it personal, which is fair enough, and it's probably just as well. I'm sure Roy Moore is plenty busy already writing the speech that he's going to give later today as the keynote speaker at an anti-gay marriage rally in Texas. Did I mention he's a judge? Megachurch pastor asks congregation to buy him a jet. Creflo Dollar, the most aptly named televangelist who has ever lived, other than the Dumont Network's all but forgotten Bishop Andover D. Money, of course, posted an appeal on his ministry's website asking for followers to donate toward the purchase of a brand new Gulfstream G650, a private jet that costs around $65 million of the non-Creflo dollars. The appeal has since been taken down from the website and the fundraising campaign has been canceled. A spokesperson for the ministry says that they will look for a more affordable private jet and will focus on spreading the gospel, which apparently cannot be accomplished with the aid of commercial air travel alone. Even though the appeal has been taken down, it's worth doing a bit of Googling to find the ministry's explanation for why it needed to buy a $65 million private airplane. You'd be hard-pressed to find a more flagrant example of the cynicism, entitlement, and shameless fucking balls typical of people like Creflo Dollar and his fellow preachers of the so-called prosperity gospel. College fraternities are still things. Recent uproars over racism at the Oklahoma University chapter of Sigma Alpha Epsilon and a secret Facebook page with pictures of drunk, unconscious, naked women belonging to Penn State's chapter of Kappa Delta Rho have reminded me that fraternities still exist on college campuses, and many of them still encourage their members to binge drink, ritually abuse each other, and generally behave like obnoxious assholes. And my question is, why? When you consider not only embarrassing and horrifying events like these at OU and Penn State, but also the elitist, exclusionary attitudes reinforced by frats, the negatives must outweigh the positives, mustn't they? I cannot even remember the last time I read about a fraternity or a sorority in the news for doing something good as opposed to doing something just fucking awful. They're more trouble than they're worth. I say just get rid of them. And some college campuses already ban fraternal organizations, so it's not as if I'm even proposing something radical here. Let people learn the Greek alphabet some other way. The hardest part is only picking 5. Catch you next time.